I think it's appropriate for the socio-political times. I also think we need comedy, we need to laugh, and this play satirizes not only the Broadway musical genre itself, but several musicals within it. Like there are lampoons of West Side Story, Fiddler on the Roof, Les Mis, Three Penny Opera, and it makes fun of those as well as making fun of itself. And I saw this for the first time. I never saw the original, but I saw this for the first time last year. And I'm sitting in the audience, and I thought, oh God, Urinetown, right? Great name, and great subject matter, right? And within like 5 minutes, I was laughing at not only the show itself, because it makes fun of itself during several of Officer Lockstock's monologues, but it's always focused on telling the story in a strong way, but also in a way that allows you to laugh at it while you're absorbing the message that it has as a socio-political venue. We also set it in the year 2155. One of the productions I saw set in the Dust Bowl and worked just as well. But I wanted to set it far enough in the future so that we'd be able to look forward and try to think about what now we could do to save things. So we had a strong political discussion about what you can do individually to save the environment, to cut back on water usage, to avoid the agribusiness poisons that are in the ground, to it was I mean, fracking in the oil and destroying that you know, the water sources there. And then I told him, now focus all of this inside and let it hit you however it does when we're running this play, which then added an extra depth to these characterizations. We focused more like on the Brecht and in the research on Broadway musicals, that genre, and how we're lampooning several of those, and how we're making fun of our own legal system and corporate greed and government interference, and what else? With social irresponsibility, because it's socially irresponsible from both sides. But we didn't go into the turn of this century. What we did talk about was the fact that it was a Tony Award-winning play, and that its lampooning of all those musicals set us up for what stuff that was to come, like Book of Mormon. The takeoff Book of Mormon on the Church of the Latter-day Saints came directly out of the Urinetown production, because the guys who did South Park were they went and saw Urinetown, and they got the idea from, oh my God, we could do this to the Mormons, because it's not about doing it to somebody, but in fact it is, and it gives them that freedom to express themselves in whatever way they want, as long as it's emotionally connected. So when you watch Book of Mormon and then you watch Urinetown, you see the connection. When we talked about doing it last spring, I started research right away, because I had been exposed to it just for that one production, but I had also looked up numbers online about, you know, when I think it was Run Freedom Run, and I thought, oh God, that's terrible. Because some of the productions you see, most of them you see online, are really terrible, but I needed a jumping off point. So after reading it about 50 or 60 more times, then the ideas started to come, like, okay, this will work if we do this here. But I wanted the love story, for instance, to be absolutely real. So with Angie and Tom, it's those real moments. The first time you see somebody and fall in love, that's real. It's just that there's a comic touch to it every once in a while. As they kiss, for instance, one of the legs goes up, but it's still, the passion is still there. The audience may find it funny, but the actors can't. I've got a great set designer. He's given me a playground for the actors to work on, and he always does. That's Charles Woodrick. Andrew Whitcamper is doing the costumes. There are 18 kids in this play, over half of which play multiple roles. So I don't think he thought it was going to be easy, but I don't think he thought it was going to be as challenging as it was. And that's coming along fine. These pictures are beautiful. The sound design, Gary and I have worked together. Gary Reese and I have worked together on at least a dozen shows. And he He gives me everything I need encapsulated, and we have this shorthand. Like yesterday, I told him I needed an echo as one of the people was before falling off the building, and he said, "Okay, you want reverb on that short echoes?" And I said, "No, I want a really long, like 12-second echo." And he said, "Okay, when can I record the guy?" And then when I mentioned the machine guns, all he said was, "Okay, let's take the ones from over here, and from over here we'll put that together." So that's done. What do you want for a police whistle? So our conversation in 5 minutes did all the sound effects for the rest of the show. We talk about majors. Our majors. We've got in this show of the 18, 12 are majors and 6 are from other departments, which should let other departments know, other kids know that when you come in here, come and audition. You don't have to be a theater student or a theater major to audition for these plays.